opera Days of Our Lives. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by some wonderful co-hosts. We have, to my far, 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 far left, the guy whose hair is bigger than Texas. We have...
You can say, I think we should
But I've already said it.
I think we should change.
I've already said it, though. There's no what I should have said. It's I've already said it.
But I think it should be something
no, but I've already said it.
Billy's future.
No, I did that last week.
Dear friend.
Oh no, because no.
And my hair's not that big today. I got to cut.
That's so funny.
You didn't notice?
You want me to redo your intro? Because I'm not.
Mark J. Freeman.
And of course, we have my chocolate twin.
Oh, Mark J. Freeman. Wait, I did it twice?
You would be my white chocolate twin.
Okay,
Yes.
James Lott Jr.
All right, and thank you guys for tuning in. As always, to Dishin Days. Please make sure you go to Facebook and Instagram and like our pages. Dishin Days. That's Dishin Days.
Dishin, like doing the dishes.
And also, if you are watching us or will watch us in the future, make sure you subscribe to AfterBuzz TV. We are here every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, if you can't watch us, you can always listen to us. Go over to iTunes, download us, and rate us 5 stars because we love bringing you our thoughts and opinions about this wonderful soap that's been on for almost 50 years.
Annie likes your
Days of
hat.
Our Lives. Oh, thanks, Annie.
He was worried whether to wear it.
I was worried whether I should wear it or not. And before we get into this week's recap, we have a little bit of business that we have to take care of.
Business.
This little commercial is brought to you by the fine folks of AfterBuzz TV.
That's right. Okay, our high priestess, Maria Menounos, and the siblings from DWTS, which is Dance with the Stars, did a whole Instagram challenge a few years ago. And that's Derek and Julianne Hough. And now it's going to be on, they picked 8 families, and it's going to be on network television tomorrow night. That's September 14th at 10 p.m., right after Dance with the Stars premiere. Just keep it on TV. Dance Battle America. It's going to be great. 8 families from across the country will be battling it out to win, I guess, a trophy of some sort.
Probably some mirror ball or something.
But it's our girl Maria. I know some mirror balls. It's our girl Maria. So that's 10 p.m. after Dancing with the Stars tomorrow night on ABC.
Thank you, James Lott Jr. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. It is now time to start Dishin Days.
Oh, look at this. It went empty.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
James forgot where he sat because he's been over there so
I've been
much.
next to you for
He
so
started to go
long.
sit over there.
Oh, that's right, because we have so many guests in.
yeah.
Yes.
And then last week he wasn't here. So
That's right.
I'm supposed to sit
Threw him
next
off.
to you. I feel far
Threw him
away
off
from
a
you,
little
Tony.
bit.
Well, there you go. It's okay. I'm only a hand away.
they do like your hat, Tony.
Oh, thank you.
FYI.
I'm glad, and I've gotten a lot of compliments. Everyone says I look cute today.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you,
And
everyone.
Cheryl, as Cheryl said, at least I didn't get arrested at Flint at the Falls. Well, it didn't happen yet, Cheryl. So I still could get arrested.
Listen, let me tell you, we tomorrow we will start a GoFundMe account just in case we need to get our Mark J. Freeman back
Out of
here
prison.
to LA.
That's
Sarah's gonna keep me in check
That's pretty funny.
at Flint at the Falls. So
There are going to be a lot of people keeping him in check.
yeah. she's on high alert. She knows.
No,
Keep me so
all
many
of
feet
Canada
away.
is on high
High
alert.
alert. Yeah.
So let's get
I just keep pretending like I'm like, oh, Niagara Falls, what a beautiful honeymoon spot. I mean, right?
So let's get right into our first major storyline.
Yes.
JJ,
Billy- oh.
Eve, and Paige. So Paige was a casualty of the necktie killer, as they're calling it.
guess so, right?
Can I just start with this?
Right.
Yes.
If you're gonna do a shot to reveal the dead body,
Yes.
we need to pick a cuter shoe.
Shoot.
Right?
It was
I mean,
it was kind of
should have been. It was like a clunky.
It was kind of,
I'm like, come on! Like no one said, let's. It doesn't matter what shoe you put
let's have
on.
a cute shoe.
Like, let's have a cute shoe. Like, who wouldn't want to? You know what I mean? I mean, if we're up in the writing and we're up in everything else, let's
You up that
the
shoe. But she's still.
At least it wasn't her Uggs, because half of them walk around in Uggs.
This is true.
Yeah.
But she's still. A freshman
She's
in
still
college. Yeah. Oh.
she was beautifully dead. First of all, it was like
She
she was just
was,
like placed gently.
I have a feeling that's how I will look when I.
Well, someone who can really explain to us just what happened with her death this week, not her real death, but her character's death. We have the one and only Miss True O'Brien.
True. Hey, she's
Are
here.
you there?
Hi.
Hi, True.
You're not dead. Wait a minute. Is this acting? What's going on?
Who would have thunk? True, thank you so much for calling in. We were just getting into the big thing that happened this week with your character unfortunately falling into the hands of the necktie killer. How did you feel about Paige being killed off this week?
I thought it was horrible. I thought it was heartbreaking and heart-wrenching, just as part of the storyline of already finding out something so tragic and having all of her ideals lost and being so lost in the world after that, and then just dying. I thought it was very horrifying.
We did too.
Abrupt.
Because these deaths are just kind of coming at random and all of a sudden. And we know that, this was obviously filmed months ago, but did they tell you that Paige was getting killed off, or did you get your script and you're like, oh, thanks. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, no. They told us ahead of time what they were planning on to give us a bit of a heads up.
Oh, that's good. Can you imagine walking into work and being like, oh, thanks for my script. Thank you. I'm sorry. This scene here, it says I die.
That'd be awful.
Yeah.
You're not that awful.
It's like, wait. Do I come back next week?
But regardless, though, of knowing in advance that just finding the day that you found out had to have been a tough one.
Yeah.
No, it was. It kind of sucks when, it's going to happen,
right.
And then you kind of have to hang around and wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, the gloom is coming, but you don't want it to.
Yeah. Because, Paige has been through a lot, especially with
The Ringer.
Yeah. Especially with the whole finding out that your mother Eve slept with your boyfriend JJ, and then I feel like ever since then I've nicknamed you Angry Paige.
That's right.
So you've just been very angry at the situation. Although I loved your reaction to when you found out and when you slapped the, I really want to say the S word but I can't. But when you
can.
Can I?
Say it.
Well,
say it.
When you slap the shit out of JJ. Oh, can I say that? But
It was a long time coming, baby. It was a long time coming.
I feel like in that moment, you were, because it looked like you were gonna walk away. You're like, you know what? I don't have time to deal with this. And you're like, you know what? And then
exactly. It's like, I'm just a better person. No, I'm not.
So what have you enjoyed about playing Paige for as long as you have? What drew you to her?
I think everybody always loved the villainous characters, and I relate to that. I watch TV shows, and I like the villainous devil creatures and all the twisted things they manage to do. It makes for good entertainment.
Yeah.
But I thought that there was something interesting about the innocence and the book smart type girl that she was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just that. She was also mature beyond her years in a way that she had to take care of her mother and be more of a mother than her own mother was to her.
Yeah.
And so I think there were a lot of different layers there. And I related to, I was a bookie and smart girl in high school. So I related to that, and I think it was interesting to be able to bring a character like that to TV because a lot of times it's just the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, you were actually the good girl out of a family of bad girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hello. Isn't that crazy? Literally, because with Eve and Teresa and even Kim.
Yeah.
They're all kind of bad girls, and you were you were the good girl out of the family.
The crazy skipped generation.
I know. Well, don't. I was waiting for after I found out, I was waiting for a string to snap and for Paige to lose it and become a stripper or something and just torture her mom.
Oh,
That would have been fun.
They could have brought back the cheating heart, and she could have like.
Question for that, but I got killed off too soon for that, I guess.
Well, I'll say this though. This week when they were showing Eve. And how she's dealing with it, and when she was saying how all this stuff that happened with her daughter and everything, and she never got to apologize or make it up to you. Yeah. Actually, like when she said all that, I was like, it made it a little bit tougher. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, as much as I think you and Cassie would have liked to resolve that for character purposes, I think it did put an extra pain in the death of Paige.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's aired yet, but there's something that kind of touches on that.
Oh, okay.
Which will be interesting to watch.
Okay.
Ooh,
because it is very heart wrenching.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask you. This is a behind the scenes thing because to me, Cassie gave the ugly cry. Homegirl had mascara. I mean, she was in it. I mean, I was crying with her. How did you handle that scene where in the morgue and she's crying and holding you?
That was like one of the hardest things I think I have ever had to do in my life.
Yeah.
All you want to do is just like open your eyes and start hugging and say everything's okay. I'm alive.
That's great.
That's great.
No, but that was really hard, and it was even harder because they had a light, and it was shining on my eyes, and you don't realize it, but when your eyes are closed, your eyes still react to the light, but it's so small that you don't know that you're doing it. But your eyes go like back and forth because they're just reacting to the light. So they kept telling me, they're like, you have to stop moving your eyes. I'm like, I didn't even know I was moving my eyes. The light, you took the light out of my face. I'd be able to pee a lot stiller. So it was funny.
Very interesting.
That's great. My goodness.
But yeah, no, that was tough because whenever we would do a scene where she would cry, I mean, I was actually just talking to my mom today about the morgue scene.
Yeah.
And like just talking about it made me.
Yeah.
Oh, I cried. I cried.
Thing.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah.
I hate to say it because, I love Melissa Archer, but like Serena's death, we were just kind of like,
Okay, next.
Yeah, but then but with Paige's death, it was kind of like, not Paige. And then insert Cassie coming in and like.
All I kept thinking was, who's going to tell Eve?
I know.
That's all I kept thinking was, oh my God, who's going to tell Eve? Yeah.
Yeah, and
it was tough.
I feel like Teresa still doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
We haven't seen them tell her.
But she doesn't know yet.
No, she still.
And we haven't seen Jen's reaction either.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, not yet. Yeah.
The Horton reaction to it.
Yeah.
And then what Jen's gonna say to Eve? That's gonna be a whole nother. Another situation.
There sounds like there's a whole lot more to come up, but True, we unfortunately have to let you go because we have tons to talk about in this week of days. But hopefully one day you will come in and just chit chat with us, and we can get more insight to this time that you've played Paige and how you felt more about the death and Cassie's reaction to it and all that. So hopefully maybe we can get you in here and talk to us live again.
Okay, awesome.
Yes,
we'd love that.
I'll make pizza rolls.
Oh yeah, Mark is good with the pizza rolls.
Yay!
I always win them with the pizza rolls.
I feel like I have my secret weapon.
Well, True, thank you so much for calling in, and we of course wish you all the best, and we hope to have you live in our studio very, very soon.
Awesome, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
True.
Bye.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Oh, she was amazing.
She was
great.
She's a cutie.
Yeah, so this week with that was very hard, especially when Eve found out. But you know what I liked is that Eve was almost going down that path of, because she gets a mess with bad news and she drinks and then she makes bad decisions. And I almost kind of see them go that way with Justin. And Justin was kind of there to console her. They started kissing and then she was just like, I can't do this. And then she ended up calling Marlena.
Yeah, that was a good call. Good call.
I feel like I said this a long time ago too, is that I'm surprised more people aren't calling Marlena.
Exactly.
There's a lot of cray-cray in that town. She should be.
There's a ton of cray-cray.
She should have a mansion for all the money she's going to be making off of the cray-crays that live in Salem.
Yeah, because it keeps coming.
Yes, it does. But I just have to say it out loud. Again, I said it on Twitter. I said it to Cassie herself. Emmy nominated reel right there.
Oh my gosh!
Because she cried for like I said, it was the ugly.
As long as she's not in the same category with Billy.
I don't think they'll be in the same category.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Maybe new to the show. No.
But there were so many layers to her performance. It was so raw.
Yeah.
It shows up what a seasoned actress she is. Obviously.
Yes, truly. And I told her too. I was like, it was hard to watch the scenes because. Yeah. I told her I just wanted to jump through the screen and just give you a hug.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I totally agree.
And I was sitting there like I can differentiate between the show, but I started feeling like, oh girl, you lost your daughter. Like I feel bad. I feel bad.
No, me
for
too.
You.
No, it was very raw to me. It was just like, but again, she cried. I was like, she is crying.
Yeah. So, and JJ's reaction was very tough too. It's almost like he couldn't comprehend what just happened, and then he went after Clyde.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Oh yeah.
And I mean, talk about having balls for going after Clyde. And then when I saw that little, I was like, really, Clyde? That's how we're gonna be.
That's how we're gonna play it.
You know what I didn't like about the whole thing with Clyde and JJ in that is like I feel like. The police asked JJ to do this thing for them to help figure out who Kyle was working for.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden JJ and Paige are in charge. You know what I mean? I feel like, and then just the fact that JJ's coming at Clyde and how could you? I mean, I get he's upset because of Paige and all that, but it's even before that happened, I feel like. He's like, I got this. I got this.
Yeah,
I've been doing this for years. No.
Yeah.
Bitch. I've been doing it for years. Sorry. But you know what I mean? It just seemed very out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Why just whatever.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Great scene. Great scenes all around. And it's great. And Marlena talked about her dead child, and it was kind of a nice.
She died in birth, right?
No,
right after birth.
We've had this whole thing where I was talking about Don Jr. back in the 70s, where he died of SIDS. And someone's bringing up that she had lost a child with Rowan back in 2004. I mean, I don't know which child she's talking about.
Multiple, maybe.
They didn't clarify.
They didn't clarify it, but I know which one I'm thinking of originally. But then
Don Jr.
Yeah, Don Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, but they keep saying it's the other one. So.
Maybe she encompassed everyone.
They went together.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever.
Well,
great scenes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And everybody in here
week.
is agreeing with you guys about Cassie too.
Yeah,
I mean, she just did anything. And leading from Cassie to another season actress.
Actress.
Get ready, everybody. Get ready.
Don't say Melanie's coming back.
Melanie's coming back. And with Chad. Just kidding. Once he freaks out. It's Hope. Rafe, Bo, and Aiden. Okay, so for me, I was giddy with excitement seeing the Brady house.
I know. I love that they finally brought these sets back.
I wonder
to the
how
show.
much dust was on that.
Probably a lot.
Because that was all stacked up on the side there.
Somewhere.
Labeled Bo and Hope's house, folded up.
Exactly.
And they were like, let's get it out, guys. Let's get it out. Not only that.
Yes.
Should we say this now?
What?
But Marlena's
pink house.
And the thing that I was just shut up. The docs.
The docs are back.
Oh, I know.
The docs. I said, once I see the whole Brady pub put back together, I'm done. I'm in. I'm in like Flynn.
And they mentioned the Brady Fish Market.
They talked about the fish market.
Okay, so this week they did a lot of flashbacks and things this week, so it was really great. And with the Hope storyline, first started with Hope being there for her nephew Eric, which is kind of nice to see them together because you only see them together.
Right.
And she was there on a auntie kind of capacity, so that was kind of nice. Talking about Serena, but then when she went home, it was like. And I talked with almost Serena.
Sierra.
Which
diva.
right now, I'm sad. that they're getting rid of Lauren Bowles to age her because that actress is so good.
Good. I hope that whoever comes in as Sierra has just as much sass
I was
as she
thinking
did.
the exact same thing.
Because she was like,
she's exactly
she was looking at Hope like, first of all, I am not a child.
That's
Spit
right.
it out.
Yeah.
He asked you to marry him.
Right. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, and the cologne. Don't you think he's wearing too much cologne?
I love it. Oh my
And
God.
romance is too hard.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
almost going to be my quote of the week.
Oh my
romance
God.
is too hard.
She, like,
Yes.
Sierra is a 25-year-old woman in a 10-year-old body.
Exactly. And she brought up the earrings that Sammy bought her. Can I
Yes.
Can I get to wear those earrings?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like, girl.
I love that little. I mean, seriously, she's a find, and I wish they just kept her.
Just like I wish she would have her growth spurt so
Yeah,
that she
right.
could
Yeah.
she could play the aged one.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when, oh my gosh, Christy Clark.
Yes.
When that whole transition, because she was such a little girl, and
Yes.
then when the whole thing with Austin started,
Yes.
and at first it was a little awkward
Yes.
because you were
Yes.
so used to seeing her as the little
Yeah, the
girl,
girl.
to all of a sudden see her as an adult.
Yeah.
Was kind of I remember thinking that
And
was
that's
a
what
tough
Austin
transition.
said that too.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, he said that in his interview.
Yeah,
Oh, he
that it was
did?
awkward,
He did.
Yeah.
She mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh,
he
okay.
did.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're talking, and then basically did flashbacks.
Yes.
Oh, Bo and Hope. When
Yes.
they showed one of the first scenes I ever saw on Why I'm Here Today. Back in 1983. It made me so happy to see that with the poofy hair and the big face.
Oh yeah. Well, I heard that Christian Alfonso hates the flashbacks.
She doesn't.
Does she?
I don't care. I
Yeah.
love them. That's why
Yeah.
I watch them.
Well, can I just say,
Yes.
as much of a Bope fan that I am,
Yes, say it. Do it. Say it.
I am actually very upset that they are making Aiden into the cray cray guy that they tried to make him out to be before, and that
He's working for Stefano now. We know
yeah,
that.
that we find out that he's working for Stefano.
Stefano.
And my first thought was, does Hope have a piece of land that you need? what is going on with Stefano and being involved in everyone? And I just don't like they were so careful in their romance.
I agree.
To now just make it seem so false, like I'm upset about that, and I feel like what they're doing is just clearing a path so that Bo can come back in, and so that Dave
But I don't
fans can
know
be
because
happy
of the
with
whole
Bo and
Rafe
Hope.
thing. Are they clearing a path for Rafe, or are they clearing a path for Bo?
See, I feel like they're clearing a path for Bo because they tickled the Ivories with the whole Rafe thing, but I think at this point now the new writers have kind of let that go, unless it's gonna pop in again.
I have a feeling it's going to pop in again.
Okay.
I have a feeling that right now it's the age of hope. I mean, they're really setting us up with these three guys. And I think it's going to be one of those things where she's going to find Aiden is bad, turn to Rafe possibly before Bo. Because you're right, they're clearing the path for it's Bo and Hope, which they're clearing it for.
Yeah.
That's very clear. And those at home, don't try to tweet me and go crazy on me. I am a Bo and Hope supporter. I've been from a long time.
Right.
But I do like that Hope couldn't wait for Bo. They clearly on this week they showed all the flashbacks.
Yeah.
She did her due diligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he did not write or come back, so she should have moved on. And Aiden was a good choice.
Well,
Yes.
I think, and this is kind of along the lines. I think this is part of the reason. Not that I dislike Hope. I just think I have a tendency to like the strong, opinionated people.
Okay.
Because I am.
Are you?
But ish.
Are you?
Ish. Tendencies.
Are you?
Tendencies. I have my moments. But like, I think that was part of the thing about Hope that I kind of always got under my skin is that she's always waiting for Bo.
Right.
It's always
Exactly.
Bo.
Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
no other person. And again, I'm not saying that it's not possible to meet one
right.
person and stay with them forever and be
Yes.
happy and live happily ever after. Yeah, good luck. But it's just like, come on, like
Right.
she's, you know what I mean? And I think that's why I started to like her more.
Yes.
With Aiden, because it was like finally she's
She
like,
let
you know
it-
what?
she was like Elsa and let
I
it go.
need to live. There's a possibility that there's more in here to share with other people than just
Yeah.
one person, and I like that.
Yeah, I
It makes me like her more, and I agree with you about it.
She
Going
did
back
her
to
due
Bo.
diligence. She totally waited.
Yeah.
She did everything she could.
She did. She waited
And
for him. She
yes.
was very committed. She
Right.
didn't stray.
No.
She did nothing, even with the not so much communication from
And
him.
had no storyline for a while.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'd rather have her on. I'd rather have Christian Alfonso on my TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Well,
know? But now on the other side of this, is Rafe smarter than the rest of the PD?
is he smarter?
I think he is, because Roman and them are all ready to railroad, because this is part of the
Chad.
story. Chad. We'll talk more about that, of course, but it's
Yeah.
railroad
up for him.
And Rafe is like, wait, it seems too obvious.
Yeah.
A demure flower.
And everything.
A demure this. I mean,
everything that they're bringing up, and we talked about this last week. Everything that they keep bringing up that points to Chad is not. Okay, he did. No. He knows he cut his lip. He walked through the park. He dropped the friggin' napkin. Doesn't mean that he killed her.
Yes.
You know, so the plant is in their backyard. Of course it would be. You know, then of course it would be on his shoe. And again, we just established he walks through the park, so of course it's going to be there.
Yeah.
The wind blows. Yes. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but it does. Right. So stuff gets moved around. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's like nothing is hard on.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like Rafe is doing what a cop should do and making sure that all T's are crossed, all I's are dotted.
Yes,
and I love the fact that Rafe keeps bringing up, Justin, you've been a DA for 2 days.
For 2 minutes.
Like, have a seat.
Well, and we talked about this too.
Have a seat.
That whole, like, changing of how his intensity and everything. It's like, I'm trying, like I said last week, I'm trying to let it go and just go, okay, this is just how it is going to be now. Right. But it's just, I have to get used to it. It's just, I don't know if I can.
It's too much.
It's a little too much.
Yeah, and someone else just mentioned too on the Bo and Hope thing, we haven't been confirmed on what Peter Reckles'
we don't stay. Yeah, we're not confirmed.
So we don't know if it is necessarily.
And so, of course, we saw him this week, and he looks great for a man who's of a certain age.
Thank you.
I'm older than you are, so I'm like,
Here's Tony's quote of the week. Mark, everything is not about you.
That's right. Just for that 1 week it was. That 1 week. But we get to see Bo.
Yeah.
So we get to see he's being tortured.
Clearly being tortured, but why?
Yeah.
Like I mean, he is apparently they want to know something from him that he's not telling, and they have to keep him alive for some reason.
Exactly.
So I'm wondering if he found out something that they need to get from him, but also. Bo had that. There's a lot of premonitions going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bo had that premonition that he walks into the house and hears Hope screaming.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go with a little hint that she's in trouble now with Aiden. And then right when stuff is about to hit the fan, boom, here comes Bo to save the day.
And you know, I don't know. This is the whole Bo or Hope and Aiden thing too. Is like you were saying earlier. Is like. They have their chance, to make him bad.
Yes.
And I think it does make Hope look dumb if he is bad now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because she did investigate. She did look into this. She did try to make sure that he was a good person before she continued. So I agree with that 100%.
And they brought that up, and the last thing about this is they brought up when Doug and Julie came over.
Oh, yeah.
Doug was actually, I guess, the fans out there who are like, wait a minute, are you sure? Because he really said that. Are you really sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, she did check it. She basically said what you said.
Yeah.
She did check him out.
Probably not as dramatic as I did.
No, yours is a little better. I think yours is a little better. So,
I mean, and I want people in Salem to just be happy for Hope and say, you know what, you did what you had to do.
Right. Yeah.
You waited for him and everyone was okay with the divorce. So she's just supposed to be single,
right?
Yeah,
forever.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
sorry.
Well, and if they, we all love Hope, and we want the best for her.
Yeah,
and the Haydenites want the, you know what I mean. So it's like, why can't they?
Yeah.
I agree. There was something else I was going to say, but I lost it already. Yeah.
Well, there we are.
So that's that storyline. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens with Bo and who's holding him captive and
why is he being held captive.
And Hope said yes. So there's a wedding coming.
Yeah.
The bicentennial.
Is the bicentennial.
Yes.
It is going to hit the fan on this bicentennial. Like something is going to go down, and it's going to be
major.
Yeah, because they're building it up way too much.
They are. I agree with you.
Shots of the flyer, now the wedding,
and the new house.
The new house was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, let's just bring it up now. So just because we're right there. So Carolyn, Maggie, and Julie go to the Martin house. Now, for those of you who watched the show for years or hadn't watched the show, there was a family called the Martins, and Julie did. I was shocked they didn't show a flashback. She did date a David Martin when she was a teenager.
I assumed all that was
true, and it's all true, and I can tell you it's true. And Susan Martin was played by Denise Alexander, who went on to play Leslie Weber on General Hospital, but that was her first role back then, and it was a whole storyline. Susan and Julie hated each other. It was a whole. So everything she said was true. Father went off, mother went crazy. All that's true. So it's kind of fun they brought that as part of the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Because I was shocked. It could have been an old Horton house or an old, or a Banning house or those other families. So they brought that on. So they're going to use this. They found a box of pictures, and I think Carolyn had a little moment.
With Sean,
which was kind of fun to see the flashbacks of that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
It scared
I
the
thought
bejesus.
I thought of you with that
Me?
scene. Yes, because Caroline was like, I gotta feel good. I gotta do the same thing again, and then see Sean in the mirror. I mean, it was like.
Yeah, and then she had
She's
that moment,
going, as you like to say, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because she had, where am I? And I was like,
and then she came back
real
and
quick.
She thought he was still there.
I thought of you. She's like, am I going crazy? I was like,
no. As in, like, she came back the next day and was like, Sean.
Like, so hi,
yeah, like,
here.
oh, hey, how are you?
Where are you at?
Yeah, like, who gets up and gets dressed, goes back to the house, and, like, walks in and be like, hey.
Do you think she might be
going crazy?
One of the ones killed?
Ooh.
Ooh.
They keep saying there's going to be people that we're going to be devastated about.
Well, see, someone said here that there's going to be a death that happens that's not a part of the killing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Look, Days. Look,
well,
we're all happy about the new writing, but don't put me through it with it. It's reminding me of New Salem.
New Salem. Oh my God,
what we were
so
talking
funny.
about, but with New Salem, we knew they weren't going anywhere.
Well, of course, when you looked up on the internet, it was like, oh my God, are they contracted? Like, what is happening?
Yeah. But we were talking about with all these new people coming back to the show.
Yes.
Like, and I was thinking about it like by myself the other day. I was like, there's a lot of people coming back.
Yeah.
They got to get rid of people. Like.
Or they have to have a reason to come back.
Well, and there has to have a slot for them financially to fill, those spaces. So there's got to be more. A lot more.
Yeah, no more.
I don't know.
But it's going back to your thing that they are setting something big up, and that house will be part of it, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be part of it. So I think it's funny. They showed us the house. Now we see it. It's going to go through renovations. There's something mystical going on in there.
Mm-hmm. Sean!
I totally thought it was just like, am I going crazy? Yeah. So it was kind of. But it's we were already on that talk. But yeah, I believe there's going to be a big, big deal.
Yes. So who else this week shall we bring up?
Well, I'm only because I can't think of anybody else. Billy Flynn.
Oh,
Chad
Demira.
Oh, is that where we're going?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Let's talk about Chad.
Yeah.
Here's my theory. No, I'll wait till later. I'm a little concerned at the transition that happened between Paige's death and Chad getting drunk. I didn't feel like there was enough time to where, like he had enough time to be drunk.
Yeah.
And like wake up like that.
And then wasn't he drunk and then he was at the square and and then he bumped into Eric and I was like, wow, he just they did say everything was gonna move along a lot quicker.
Well, they definitely are moving everything a lot quicker.
Yeah. So definitely.
Well, how about this? Whatever pill you took to get rid of your hangover, sell it.
Thank you. I'll buy it.
I know.
Yeah.
And you had a theory.
What?
You can tell now you want to wait for predictions?
No, I'll wait till predictions.
About me.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait till predictions.
Okay.
I just think that it's obviously it's a soap 101. Let's make Chad look like he did it.
Yeah.
Let's focus on him.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just so. I mean, the obvious thing would be if it was him, that'd be kind of crazy.
It's too obvious.
It's too obvious.
Yeah. It's way too obvious that it's Chad.
It's too obvious. But I kind of like bluesy, angry Eric. He's like, I tried love, that didn't work. I tried praying, that didn't work. I mean, he was like, I'm done.
He was fun.
Bluesy Eric was a mess.
I loved it.
It was so funny.
It was fun.
He was like, let's just have like another drink. And I mean, his hair was all tossed up. I was like, ooh, you poor thing. Like, girl, you let Jesus go and look what happened.
He was
mad at Chad. He was like, he's ready to get Chad. He's like, he's done.
He was.
Oh yeah, at the beginning.
He's done.
He's like done. Almost went after him.
Yeah, he's done.
TBD.
Yeah.
Which now Chad's at TBD a lot more because he's not at the house. But see, that was the other thing too about him that they were saying, with the flower, and then when I loved that they gave him that line. I don't live there anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So take your flower and shove it. You know what I mean?
But
like,
first of all, why would I know Eric, your nephew's husband is co-owner, but why would you be at TBD? If you don't want to see Chad. He
needed a drink. And the Cheating Heart's not available.
That's true. That's true.
So he had to drink.
That's true.
Going back. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, though, when we were talking about...
Did Billy Flynn text you?
No. Not yet. He's at a wedding. is, see, you're getting me distracted now. When we talked a little bit about this, when Eve was, and then that she called Marlena and all that stuff, but then also that we saw Marlena's new house, and I think the other big story is that yet again John is going to try to find out about his past.
That's actually a big plot point because he says, I'm not Alabama.
Maybe he's a Martin.
As I'm wondering, that's what I'm thinking.
And that's why they brought the Martin house back. And then
shut it!
And then he finds out.
Shut it!
How about this? How about
I
this?
get a cake.
And then he finds out he has another child, which is Sal, the girl Lainey, the girl that's coming in, and she is going to discover that she has a brother.
Here we go.
So John slept with Maxine?
Yes! Why not, right? Back in the day.
All the times he's been in the hospital, it never dawned on him.
So, and this was during the time where she was over the brothel with Tori and Kate and everybody. And how about that?
There you go.
And I can be Paul's half brother.
Well, you good.
And Brady's half brother.
And Belle's half brother.
And Belle's half brother and the brother of Lainey.
There you go.
Boom, mic drop.
Hashtag Maxine son.
That's right.
But it was that plot point actually came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere. Yeah, for me too. Totally.
And it was almost like he was reading like, what are you going to do today? Oh, I'm going to go to the store, maybe stop by Town Square, and figure out who I am.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes some sense of why he's going to the ISA again.
And but I loved that Marlena kind of made a joke. Well, you weren't, or was it him or Marlena that was like, well, I wasn't a priest, and I wasn't Stefano's half brother.
Because I was an art thief, a priest, and he goes, and Stefano's half brother.
Yeah.
And we were kind of joking about it because they were laughing.
I thought it was quite funny.
That's for the us audience too, because you're right. We don't know who the F he is.
Yeah. Well, we thought we did. Well, see, that's the thing is like, how many times can we try to figure out who John really is?
Well, now we're going to know the truth.
That's the truth.
Well, we thought that when the whole Brady Demira thing.
I think now they have
now it's for sure.
And then in 2 years, 3 years, he's going to get a phone call saying,
really?
Oh my God.
Saying that it was all a lie.
Right.
And it's going to clear that. Yeah.
Okay, so
but we're almost done anyway, right?
Yeah, so we'll figure that out. Okay, so since we now only have 15 minutes left.
Well, that was about it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then the whole Teresa Nicole trying to buy Basic Black, and then Kate's trying to get in there.
Kate has swooped in and now has gone with Teresa.
Yes.
But I think Kate is going to, like, she's doing it using Teresa to get it.
She said it. She said it at the end. No. She said it at the end, like, "Oh, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be working with you guys." And Teresa was like, "Wait a minute, I thought you were gonna be a silent partner." And she was like, "No, you're gonna need me.
Right.
Have a good day."
Because she was like, "Oops."
Yeah.
But I think I think it's deep. Yeah.
I agree.
She
But
wants
honestly,
to take the whole thing.
Honestly, though, when Kate approached Nicole, I thought genius because it reminded me of Kate and Sammy.
Yes, I
and I'm like, oh great, we can have that dynamic again. But of course, Nicole was like, no, bitch, I don't want to work with you.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah. So
that was it. That was really good.
Adrian broke up with Lucas to try with Justin.
Yes,
that's all we did. That's what we did.
Yeah, and
that was on the dock. So that was the
exciting part.
Yeah, but also that again happened all of a sudden. Like she's just like, oh, I can't do this. I'm like, when was it the Waffle House? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
was it the triathlon?
No, I love that he was like, I didn't mean it. We don't have to do the triathlon.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm fine with that because I really was not for that.
Me neither.
So I'm done with that. All right. So let's go into our segments, and we're going to start with mine, which is the 3 Snaps Awards. Now, you guys know I love a great reaction to any situation that happens, and this reaction resonated with me very well. And in fact, I actually rewinded it a few times. Can we have that picture pulled up? This reaction comes from Nicole. When your friend has a little too much to drink and you think like, oh boy, you've had a little too much to drink. So my 3 Snaps Award goes to Nicole, who walked in and realized that Eric, yeah, you're drunk. And had the best reaction to it. So she gets my official 3 Snaps Award.
That's good. That's
great. That was great.
They're loving Nicole right now. Nicole's working it out this
She is. And now we have Look Who's Related, brought to you by
James Lott Jr. Yes, it's me. Okay, so in honor of National Twins Weekend in Youngstown, Ohio.
And we're both twins. I don't know if you know that, Tony.
Yeah, we're twins.
Yeah.
Twins.
So, together we're twins. Right. Yes.
I wish I were a twin.
Yes, we were a twin. Okay, so quickly, this one is actually in honor of real life and real life. So, it's all about Marlena and Samantha Evans and then Hattie Adams. Mm-hmm. Okay, so on the top, in real life, Andrea Hall and Deidre Hall are twins.
Yes.
Yep.
So back in the 70s, Samantha came on as an aspiring actress. Had a drug problem and whatever. So then she got killed by the Salem, let me make sure I get this right, the Salem Strangler.
Yes.
Originally thought it was Marlena, but the fans wrote in and they changed it to Samantha.
Yeah.
It was a big deal back then.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, Sammy is named after her, Auntie Samantha, of course. Okay, so they're from Colorado, from parents we've never seen.
Right.
The kids were always there. She didn't have no kids and get married. Marlena, we know her whole story, of course, already. But they were twins. Deidre Hall played Samantha in a Vision back in 2008.
Oh, did she really?
She did. Yes, she did. I remember that. For a Vision, she played her.
Oh, interesting.
Later, Stefano had a woman he found named Hattie Adams, who had a weird nose. It's on the picture up here now, but she had a weird nose. Played by Andrea Hall, who came back on. And he was actually going to use her against Marlena, but never did.
Yeah.
It was a whole storyline got dropped. The whole storyline got dropped.
Yeah.
But she was on for a few years. And she was just kind of this hokey waitress or whatever, and then she left on her own. So a salute to Marlena, Samantha, Hattie, Deidre, Andrea.
Yay!
And us twins.
And twins. Twinsies.
Twinsies.
And now we have Mark's Quote of the Week.
And I also have my tally. My dear friend Glenn sat and went through every one of our AfterBuzz and created a tally list for me of who I've given them to. So number 1 is John Aniston with 5.
Yes.
Victor. Then Nicole with 4. Tied for 3rd with 3 apiece are Jen Lilly and Billy Flynn.
Billy Flynn is tied.
Tied with 3rd.
And 3rd?
Tied for 3rd. Yeah. If
Billy
again, had I
Flynn.
known, I'll up him. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then Eve, Kristen, and Lucas both have 2, and then all with 1. Kyle, Southern, Brady, Kate, Sierra, Stefano, Rory, Maggie, JJ, and Melanie.
And Melanie.
That was that day I came in drunk. And then today's, so we're going to change the numbers today because someone who only had 1 is now getting 2. And it is going to Eric Martinsoff.
Martsoff.
What did I say?
Martinsoff.
You always say Martinsoff.
Martsoff?
Martsoff.
Martsoff. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Brady Black. I'll just stick with that.
I feel like I know which one you're going to do.
When he was talking to Teresa, and Teresa's talking about, when you have these hidden talents that nobody knows about, and you wonder if you're lying to yourself, like that you really have these talents. And Brady says, you lie to everyone else. Why make a personal exception?
when he said that, I thought to myself, like, oh my God.
I literally was like, wait, what did he say? And I went back and listened to it again. That always ends up being my quote of the week. Whichever one I end up rewinding and going back to.
Thank you.
I have to be when
We were watching that.
So that was my quote of the week.
Yay. And of course, you guys know, in celebration of Days' 50th anniversary, we will always bring to you every Thursday on our Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Just Instagram.
Facebook.
Just Facebook. I'm sorry, just Facebook. We have our hashtag, Those Were the Days. So take a look at those every Thursday for hashtag
And I'm doing
Thursday.
this week's.
You're doing this week's.
Okay.
I got it picked out.
Perfect. And it'll be brought to you by Mark J. Freeman.
By Mark J. Freeman on
Yes.
Thursday.
On Thursday.
It'll be good.
So make sure you are liking us on Facebook and on Instagram.
Thank you for over 1,700 likes.
Yes. Thank you guys so much.
We appreciate that.
All right, let's really quick go into some news and gossip. Okay, so first of all, a big shout out to Paul and Keith, who are the organizers of Starstruck Fan Events. They had their St. Louis event, A Family Affair, this past weekend. Maybe next week I'll show you guys some photos, but it looked like it was a great time. They had Hira, Drake, and Christopher Sean and Eric. All attending, and it looked like fans and them had a great time. So we'll get some photos for you next week.
I even saw a video. Didn't somebody post a video from it?
I saw pictures so far.
From it?
Yeah, I feel like somebody posted a video from it.
Yeah, so we'll show it next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And online, we'll go to our page.
Yes. Go to our DISHIN Days page for that. We have a lot of fan events happening in October.
Yes.
And the most important one,
Flynn at the Falls.
for Mark.
Flynn at the Falls, October 3rd and 4th in Niagara Falls, Canada. A wonderful honeymoon spot. Billy Flynn. we actually also, I was talking to Sarah, who is planning the event, and we are actually going to give away 2 tickets to the meet and greet.
Yay.
So we were talking though, like if somebody, I think you'll have to kind of be specific when you submit your thing, what if you want 1 or 2, because if we have 2 single people that want to go, we'll do it that way.
Okay.
So you know, kind of however it works out. So what we're asking people to do to win the tickets is basically do like a little tribute to Billy, whatever that means. Video, photo, collage, poem, whatever. Insert a picture with me and Billy would be fantastic.
You'll win for sure. You'll totally win.
It's a great idea. Might win. You never know. And then we'll give you tickets to come to the meet and greet and get to talk to Billy and stuff. And
That's cool.
So,
good.
and it's going to be like there. I mean, there's still. I do believe there are still a couple VIP packs left.
Okay.
Oh, here, good. It's out.
Oh, there you go.
So you'll be getting the Flynn fan pack, which
nice.
is the meet and greet and Q&A on the bottom one. But there's still the VIP, and there's still the going on the boat with Billy and all the other things. So it's gonna be fun. It's just like hanging out with Billy for the weekend. Like,
And Mark J.
who wouldn't want
Freeman.
that? And
Mark J.
and me. So
Well,
no.
make sure you guys like us and follow us on Instagram and Facebook so
Yes.
that you can find out all details regarding this fan
And
event
this
and how to
is
win tickets.
flynatthefalls.ca.
Yes, because it's in Canada.
Canadian
And
event.
please make sure if you do enter to win the tickets that you are available to go,
Yes.
and that
It's not. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
providing your transportation.
not
We're
providing
just giving you the
transportation and all
tickets
that.
to the
We're
meet
just
and
giving you
greet.
tickets, so make sure you're able to go.
Yeah.
All right. So another fan event that is happening in Boston. It's through Dual Coast Events, and it's happening October 17th. I am hosting that one, and as it turns out, James Lott Jr. will be there as well.
I will be there. I will be in
Yeah.
Boston that weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it
great.
just so happened that
When is that?
James
October
is gonna be there
17th?
too. Yeah.
What day
So
of the week is that?
It's a
Saturday. So I
Yeah.
will be there, you
Yeah.
guys.
I can come late
Yeah.
Saturday.
And then
Did I tell you I fly for free? So I can come whenever I want.
Oh, you should.
You should.
I know, I was thinking that.
That's-
Why don't you
Second
come?
off. Well, then who's here to do the show?
No,
on Sunday?
We'll all be back in time
we
to
can
do
do
the
it
show.
from. Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
Maybe. I'll think about it.
That'd be
Work.
fun.
Think
Yeah.
about what
Oh my
you-
God, that'd be
We'll be there
amazing.
for
I mean,
sure,
if
but-
things don't work out like well with me and Billy,
Well, speaking of Billy Flynn, he will be in
there.
Boston as well.
So I think I'll make it.
But Billy Flynn will be there. Rob Wilson, who plays Ben, Freddie Smith, Eric Martzoff, Galen Gehring, and Christopher Sean.
Martzoff.
And what did I say?
You're all butchering his name.
I'm
Sorry,
just practicing.
Eric.
Hearts off.
And it will all be hosted by me. So
That's it.
come.
Martzoff.
And James will be there, and hopefully Mark will be there.
And Eric Martzoff.
Yes.
There you go, guys.
So if you want more details about this event, make sure you go to dualcoastevents.com. There are tickets still available, and that is happening October 17th. So
And then
and then we have another Canada event
Canada event.
happening.
So Star Candy Events is doing Greg Vaughn and Chandler Massey. You know, you love them, of course. They'll be in Toronto on October 24th. For details and tickets, visit www, which you know that, of course, starcandyevents.com. Should be a lot of fun. Chandler's
Yes.
a great guy.
Yeah.
And Greg's a
Oh,
great
I'm
guy.
sorry, I wrote that wrong. It's Stars Canada.
Oh, Stars Canada. Well,
Sorry, that's my fault.
starscanada.com. So events.com.
StarsCanadaEvents.com.
Great guys, and you'll love to meet them. So
Yes.
that'll be good. So that'll be good.
And
a few minutes, though.
someone who I wasn't aware of
Used to be
that was on Days.
Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah.
Used to be on Days. It was a short-term role. She played Carmen Silva, but she was a smart. I remember when she was on there briefly. She interacted with Abe and them every once in a while. She's joining Empire. She's going to be Cookie's sister.
Nice.
I love great casting. We want her and Taraji will be great together. And, and of course that starts on September 23rd, and I love that show.
Yes. So make sure you guys tune in to see Vivica A. Fox, who played ex Carmen Silva.
Yes.
On that. And then we have a bit of Jen Lilly news.
Jen, Christmas CD.
Yes.
We love Jen. Has a beautiful voice.
I love me some
actually.
Christmas music.
I do too. She has a great voice, and she Instagram on her page. There he is. There, Fame Capitol Records. I mean, come on, this is gorgeous. We love you, Jen, so much. So she recorded in Studio B, where Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, who Jen loves, of course, they recorded their albums there. So she's really good. It includes legendary pianist Tom Rayner and Greg Field, who's a drummer. So it should be really fun, and it'll be coming out soon, I'm sure. So.
Yes. And
Jason Cook, who's playing Sean Douglas, who will soon be airing, I think, in November, I do believe.
Yeah.
He is released a mockumentary called State of Bacon. Sounds like my autobiography.
Mine too.
You can purchase it on iTunes or Google Play.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, fans, don't forget to set those DVRs because we have another return coming. Ms. Camila Banis will be back as Gabby Hernandez
Yes.
September 17th. So So set those DVRs because Gabby is back. All right, let's get into some predictions. All right, so predictions. Okay, really quick. Who do you think is the killer?
Daniel.
Okay, well, hold on. Who do you think is the killer, and who do you think will be next to go?
Melanie.
So
Daniel and Melanie.
You think Daniel's the killer, and Melanie's going to be... Okay.
I mean, that's my dream.
Okay, but in actuality...
In actuality, there's a part of me that really thinks that Daniel is the killer. I don't know why, but I just kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
He's just been acting weird in the scenes. I don't know if it's just him or if there's a reason, but that's me. And next to go, I think might be Anne.
Okay.
I think it's Daniel, and it's going to be Clyde.
I think it's Aiden. And I think Clyde is the next to go.
You need a guy this time.
Yeah. So that's my predictions.
Okay.
And
I think I'm right and you guys are wrong.
Oh, actually, really, my prediction is that when Billy Flynn was here last time, Mark gave him some tequila that was obviously drugged, and now he's going around Salem killing everybody.
Exactly.
So my prediction is that Chad is really the killer, but Lorraine Love has something to do with it. I'm just saying. And now, you guys, we have a very, very special announcement.
It's our last thing tonight. It's exciting. It's exciting. General Hospital after show. It's coming after Buzz TV.
Yay!
We're starting our Sunday soap block. This is called the GH Reports. We have a Facebook page. We already have about 300 likes on there already, so please keep liking that. It starts on September 27th. It'll be starting right after DISHIN Days.
Yes.
I'm on both shows. I have 3 wonderful co-hosts on my GH show you're going to love. We're going to bring the same quality we bring here and the craziness that we bring here on that show too. So please tune in.
Yes. So
I don't watch General Hospital.
Well, make sure you tune in September 27th for DISHIN Days and our GH report. And last but not least, last photo, Zach. If you guys missed it, I was on Days last week.
Yes.
If you saw me lingering around Horton Town Square having a cup of coffee and whatnot, that was me. There's a photo coming up at some point. That is it right here. Yay, look at me right there.
Yes.
So you never know when I'm going to pop up. So make sure you keep tuning in and paying attention in the background. Mark, before we head out, let them know where they can find you.
On Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love, LORAYNE, and on Facebook / the Mark J. Freeman.
Black Hope LA on Twitter, James L. Jr. on Facebook. And actually, if you do watch the show Zoo, watch me on Tuesday. It's the last episode, Tuesday night at 9 p.m.
All right, and of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, True, for calling in.
Thank you, Zach.
And thank you, Zach, for working this crazy show. And we will see you guys next Sunday in our brand new AfterBuzz TV studios at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stay tuned. Bye, you guys.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.